Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. So, as you can see here, I'm a little late on this video, but we are doing the Gen 3 Pokemon tier list. So here it says alternate forms instead of megas like last time, because there's some alternate forms that I'm just going to be ranking into one character, like the primal forms and the Deoxys and Castform forms. So I'm just going to be ranking them as one character, and they're all going to be grouped together. This is my favorite generation out of all of them, so this one's probably going to be the longest because I have strong opinions on a lot of them. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm not going to go over every single one of them because there's a lot, but I am going to be going over most of them. So Trico is a really cool Pokemon. I like Trico a lot, and I think he's A-tier worthy, and Grovyle is also A-tier. And then Sceptile is the one that's going to be S tier, because I don't know, I've always liked Sceptile, even though I didn't choose him because I like all of the starters. Torchic is pretty cute. I don't like him as much as Sceptile though, so I'm going to put him in B. I've actually done the first generation thing, so my opinion has changed over time, but it's, you know, whatever. I used to not like him, like, at all. Combustion? Wait. I don't know how to say his name, but Combuskin, yeah. I used to not like him at all because I thought he looked roofy, but he's grown on me a little bit, so I'm gonna go with B tier. And then Blaziken is God tier. Like, the thing is, these ones aren't that cool to me, but call me generic or whatever. Blaziken's my favorite Pokemon of all time. There's only one other Pokemon that's been able to, like, give me second thoughts about this Pokemon, but you'll see that in a future video. So he's God tier. He's gotta be. And Mudkip has to also be S tier, because I love Mudkip. What's his name? Garchomp? It's not Garchomp. This is okay, I don't remember his name, but whatever. I don't remember his name. I'm gonna forget a lot of these. There's a lot of Pokemon. So we're gonna go with. He's kind of like the awkward, like, middle stage evolution. I'm gonna put him in C tier because I don't like him as much as Combustion, but whatever. Combuskin. But I do like Swampert a lot, so I'm going to put him in A tier because he's not as good as Sceptile. I just think Mudkip's cute, and I think he's cuter than he is cool, so that's why he's ranked lower. Okay, so I forgot what this Pokemon's name is. I just know him from the evolution line. I like him, B tier. And Ludicolo, I'm just gonna rank him ahead of this, so you guys know that I actually like this line. He's gonna go into A tier because I do like Ludicolo a lot, and whatever his name is, it's gonna go into C tier because I don't care for him that much. Okay, so I actually used whatever it's called. Forgot what it was called already. C-Dot. I already used a C-Dot on my playthrough of Omega Ruby. So I've grown a little attached to him because he's currently on my team. So because of that, I'm going to put him in B tier because he can't be ahead of Torchic again, but he's really good. And Nuzleaf is even better. I like Nuzleaf a lot, and I think he deserves S tier. Like, it sounds kind of weird because, like, Nuzleaf doesn't look like that much of an appealing Pokemon, but I like him a lot. I've grown attached. I don't even remember what this one's name is, mainly because I really don't like the design, and I don't like that this is what Nuzleaf evolves into. I'm putting him in F tier. I don't know. It's just, he's not as good as the other line, and it's not like he's that bad either. it's just that I feel like it's so disappointing. Okay, so it's kind of weird that I'm actually talking about this one, but again, same issue with C dot. Wingle, don't like Wingle that much. He's going into C tier. It's nothing. But Pelipper, people hate the way he looks, but I do like the bird that he's based on, and I think it's a cool, like, just like overall design. Like, I'm talking about the real bird. Like, it's a cool like thing, like the way it gets its food and everything. I think that's cool. Some people think it's gross, but like whatever. The only bad thing I see about Pelipper is that his pupils are really, really weird. And that's really the only bad thing about Pelipper in my opinion. So he's going into A tier. Okay, so this is a line that I happen to really, really like. So Ralts it's an easy S tier. It's not even a question. I don't like, Krill, I don't remember what her name is, but I don't like her as much, but she's not bad, or the Pokemon's not bad. I shouldn't assume, because, you know, it can be male for some reason. So, Gardevoir, is going into S tier. Gardevoir, I guess the community kind of ruined her for me, but like, whatever. And then, a Breloom, like, come on, everyone loves Breloom. He's an A tier Pokemon. Okay, here we go. Hariyama. Hariyama, I've always loved. He's an easy S tier Pokemon. There's not much else to be said. He just looks really cool. And he's huge, and I love that. Okay, so the only reason I am talking about Sableye here is because Sableye is the counterpart to a Pokemon that I am going to talk about. Sableye, to me, is just kind of meh. I'm not going to dwell on him too much. He's C tier. He's meh to me. But Mawile, if you had asked me a while ago, probably would have gone in the same tier, C tier. But I used a Mawile, and now I like it. So I think, honestly, looking at the Pokemon in B tier, I think it has to be in B tier because of Torchic. Like, Torchic is holding so many of these Pokemon back just because he's in B tier. Okay, so Aggron. Now, Aggron he gives off the same vibe to me as, like, Rhydon and Magmar and Electabuzz. Like, he gives off that same vibe, and I already explained how I like that a lot. But the thing is, he's got so much competition in this generation that he's being held back from S tier, so he's going into A tier. Okay. I like Medicham a lot more than the average person, and I think he's gonna honestly go into A tier. But the thing is, like, Medicham and Hariyama have always been, like, hand in hand for me. Like, I don't know why, I've always just paired them together, like, in doubles battles and stuff, because I just think it's fun. Like, I don't know why, it just seems like a fun duo to me. So, I don't know, he's grown on me because of that. His pre-evolution, I forgot what his name was, but that one's good too. Like, I don't know, it's just really cool to me. And I feel like I'm obligated to talk about this because so many people love this Pokemon, and I do too, but like, I wasn't gonna talk about it originally. So, I don't know. I think it's gonna be B tier, because I don't think it's gonna go into A tier quite. I think it's just borderline A tier. Ooh, these are my favorite Pokemon in the world, said no one. Okay, Sharpedo I think is really cool. I like his name a lot, like mixing Torpedo and Shark. Like, I like that name a lot. And overall, I just think it's a cool Pokemon. So I'm gonna go with B tier. I think he's a really solid Pokemon. Wilmer, Wilmer's a little different for me, but I think he's still B tier. And same thing with Wailord. I don't know why. They just, like, vibe with me well, I guess. I don't know why. They're just cool to me. Alright, I don't like Numble that much. It's kind of boring. Camerupt is better, but I think Sharpedo is better. Like, I ended up getting a Camerupt because I played Ruby, but I played Ruby for a different reason, not just because of Mega Sharpedo. This one's ugly though. I don't like him. I hate him so much. I don't know why. It's so ugly to me. And Spinda's 1500th form is actually pretty cool. Flygon. This is the one, Flygon. I really, really like Flygon. He's an easy S tier to me. I don't care. He's the best dragon of Gen 3. Don't at me with you Salamander fans. Salamence fans. Salamence. Okay, so this cactus guy, I forgot what his name was. He's okay. I don't know. D tier. But Cacturn, I like Cacturn a lot. So he's gonna go into A tier. I don't know why. I think you guys probably noticed a trend by now. I tend to like a lot of the like partly humanoid Pokemon like Blaziken and Gardevoir and Sceptile. Right, Banette is a pretty cool Pokemon, gotta say. I think wherever I put Sableye, he needs to go a tier above Sableye. I don't know where I put Sableye though. Oh yeah, I put him here. So, yeah. He goes into B for Banette. Dusclops, on the other hand, is an S tier Pokemon. I don't know why. I've always liked Dusclops. I don't know. Dusclops has always been like one of my favorites in this generation, and honestly one of my favorite ghost types. And he was on a past top 10 tier list that I did. I don't know where I would have placed him because I didn't end up doing it. But if you watched the last one, you know I added a couple of those. Like, for example, Quagsire was on there, and Golbat was on there. But for this one, yeah, Dusclops was on there, because not many people really care about Dusclops that much, I feel like. So that's why I was going to put him on an underrated tier list. Tropius is really cool. I honestly didn't know for a while that he was introduced in Gen 3, but I'm going to put him into B tier. I think he's a cool Pokemon. Okay, so Bagon. I like Bagon. For some reason, I like Bagon a lot, and I don't know why. He's not S tier worthy, but I think he's A tier worthy, honestly. No one really likes, what's his name? Sheldon? Whatever his name is. No one really likes him as much. He's going into C tier for me, personally. And then Salamence, yeah, whatever. He goes into A tier too. Like Flygon, I just like Flygon better than Salamence, okay? I don't know why. I like him better for some reason. Okay, so here's Metagross. Metagross is awesome. His Mega Evolution is awesome. So I think I'm gonna have to place him in S tier, because he's a really, really cool Pokemon and a really good pseudo-legendary in my opinion. Not the best pseudo-legendary. I might make that warrants its own tier list, I think. But it's a really, really, really good pseudo-legendary in my opinion. Okay, now it's time for the Reggies. Regigigas wasn't in Gen 3? Okay, well, I guess I'm not cultured. So Regirock is probably one of my favorites out of the Reggies. I don't know why. He's probably my favorite out of the three, I guess. They're all pretty good. I'm putting him in A tier. I'm also gonna put Reggie Ice in B tier, I think. And then Registeel is gonna join Regirock in A tier. Reggie Ice isn't as cool to me, but I still think he's pretty good. I like him. And then I don't know which one this is. I think this is Latias, and I like them. They're okay. They're not S tier worthy, so they're both A tier, but it's whatever, I guess. Okay, now here it is. So I really like Kyogre. Definitely a great legendary, and I don't know, he looks really cool. But Groudon is just better, okay? Groudon is just better, okay? Groudon, I don't know why, he's just always been so appealing to me. And Rayquaza is arguably better than Groudon. I don't know about that one, but he's really, really good, and his Mega is broken. But whatever. Jirachi is, fine. I don't know. I'm gonna go with B tier. And Deoxys is the one, okay? Deoxys is just borderline God tier for me. And that's because God tier, like, I realized that God tier is reserved for those top tier, like, Pokemon. The ones at only the top, like Blaziken is in that tier. Like, only the ones that can compete with him should be in that tier. And there's not many of those. But Deoxys is definitely just borderline God tier. And same thing with Rayquaza and possibly Groudon, but, like, he's not, like, to a lesser degree, I guess. So that is my complete tier list. I'm gonna crop out these megas because no one wants to see them. But this is my complete tier list. Let me scroll down. And that is my complete tier list of the Gen 3 Pokemon. This is one of my favorite generations, but interesting enough, it had the most in F tier. But that's probably because I was being a bit more like, F tier isn't necessarily a bad thing. Like, because none of the Pokemon on this list I really hate besides him, but, like, none of them I really hate. It's just either, like, I don't care about them, or they're just kind of boring to me, or whatever. But, like, I don't hate any Pokemon in this generation. Like, I like all of them. So, yeah, that's all I have in this video. Cue the end card. Please sell